I'm Thomas Smith. I've lived in the Bay Area for 10 years, and today I'm sharing my local tips on how to get cheap flights to San Francisco. So I've flown from many different places all over the country into San Francisco, and I can tell you there's a couple things you want to keep in mind. The least expensive airlines flying into San Francisco are generally three of them. There's Frontier, which is a great option. There's Spirit, and then there's Southwest. And in most cases, those are going to be your cheapest option. You can look for things like a basic economy flight on United. Sometimes those are less expensive, but fundamentally Spirit, Frontier, and Southwest are going to be the airlines to look at if you want a cheap flight into San Francisco. Also keep in mind there are three big airports in the San Francisco Bay Area. There's SFO, or San Francisco International. That's the main airport for San Francisco. It's very close to the city. But for better fares, you often want to look at Oakland, which you can easily hop on BART and get into San Francisco from that airport, or even the San Jose airport, which is a little bit further south. There's not as easy of a transit route, but if you don't mind taking an Uber or otherwise, getting your way up to San Francisco, it's an option too. But really looking at SFO and Oakland are great things to do, and Oakland in many cases is going to be the cheaper airport. So consider different airports in addition to those airlines if you want cheap flights to San Francisco. Now let's take a look here at some actual flights. Looking at flights that are about 3 weeks away in this case from the date that I'm searching. A little bit longer, and you can see, for example, New York City to Oakland. There's a direct flight from Spirit, and that's only $185 at the moment for a round trip. So that's pretty good to cross the whole country for under $200. So definitely look at, again, the Oakland Airport instead of SFO, and Spirit is a really great low-cost carrier flying into San Francisco. Another one to look at, again, is Frontier. And for example, here, I'm looking at Las Vegas to San Francisco on Frontier, only $80. So pretty good nonstop flight to get there. So, pretty excellent round-trip flight for under $100 into San Francisco. You don't get much cheaper than that. Another super popular route, super popular airline, Southwest. And again, you're not going to find them in Google Flights and other aggregators. You have to go directly to their website. But take a look at this. Here's a flight from Los Angeles up to Oakland. Again, using Oakland instead of SFO to save on the fare there. And here we've got $79 for this leg of the flight. So pretty good fares there on Southwest as well. Again, if you're looking for cheap flights to San Francisco, take a look at those three airlines, Frontier, Spirit, Southwest, and then from that, take a look at the different airports in the Bay Area in order to find the one that's going to be cheapest. And oftentimes, if there is a flight that you can take into Oakland, that's going to save you some money versus SFO. Not always, definitely always check, but certainly consider Oakland. The airport code is OAK. And that's some ways I found that make it really easy to get some cheap flights to San Francisco.